Okay, today we are going to talk about our power supply and control panel for our grow system that I've designed. Now this system is going to change in the future. We'll see how it goes depending on what happens, but I have a few plans to make this more efficient and a lot simpler to use, even though it is simple to use now. But there's a few switches on here that are no longer needed. So right off the bat, inside here I have a 12 volt, 400 watt power supply, this one here on the screen. And I've got a 24 volt, 10 amp power supply in here as well. Oh. Now I got two different power supplies, but in the future I think I might just stick with 24 volts. It's less amperage, so smaller wire size. I might just go that way in the future. We'll see. But so there's our power supply coming in. So now the 12 volt goes to all of these here, the main lights. The 24 volt, I got it because the misters, the ultrasonic misters that we use on the misting system use 24 volt. So I got one of those to run those, and then when we bought these 24 volt white lights, they were supposed to be 12, so I just ended up hooking them up into the 24 volt. That's why it's on this switch right now, being not in the 24 volt section. That was supposed to be for a mister, but currently not running the fountain at the moment, so I can use that output to run the white lights. So now down here at the panel, we'll start off with this gauge right here. This one is controlling the temperature inside the unit, which controls this fan, which you'll probably see go on and off a few times while we do this video. So I have it set at 30 degrees. So the fan will pull air in and it comes out this open spot in the front. So hot air comes out here. Keeps both of those power supplies in there at a nice cool temperature. So then what we have here is the fan control. I can speed up this fan if I need to, or slow it down if it's just too much. So that's what that's all about here. Now this one, the yellow, this is our fan speeds for our mister system. So we can slow it down if we want, or we can bring it up. So I put the gauge here so we know roughly what power we're running it at. Then we go off to the side of it here. This was going to be for the white lights, that's why it's in white. That didn't happen this time around. So you got your on-off switch, what power the lights are using, and this was going to be to dim the power, but it doesn't work anymore. The circuit boards were a little too cheap, and we found just running them full power was much better. Then we got the red line over here in the red. So it's currently running at 12.3 volts on off. Same thing, no longer need the dimmer, so I just removed it. Same with the blue down here, and then the ultraviolet here. The ultraviolet is shut off at the moment, but that's for another reason. These two switches. This one is running the misters. This one was running the misters for the fountain, but being that it's not running right now, and the white lights that we bought are actually 24 volts. So these two switches are on 24 volts. So this one here will do the white lights. This one over here was for the water pump. Right now, obviously not using it, but there is that. Okay. So as you can see, all the wires come out the sides here for the different lights. Now, I would have loved to have color-coded them, but that would have been a lot more wire. I used what wire I had around. That's why you see it that way. The other thing is our just regular computer fans here. This one's currently running. We use this to simulate air. Worked quite well. In the future, when I make a new panel here, I plan on putting in a separate control for these fans, because right now they're controlled the same as the mister fan. So we're finding that we want the mister fan more at full power than anything else. So that'll get changed when and if I do a new panel. We'll see in the future what I end up doing. So yeah, the main changes that I'm going to make is the white will be on it, switch on its own. The red, the blue, and the ultraviolet will probably all be on just one switch instead of 4 switches. So just makes things a little bit easier that way. Two switches will shut down everything. Other than that, some more fan controls for the fans on either side at the top here, so we can adjust the fake wind, which is what we're trying to simulate with these, as well as the lights, obviously, for growing. And then the misters under here, I'm planning on doing some upgrades to them as well. Maybe pump out a little bit more mist out of them, because the humidity in here can get pretty dry, especially in the summertime, which is about to happen. So that'll probably be coming here shortly too. Other than that, the system has been running for over a year now. It's been pretty good. Every light color does have its own fuse. Everything is fused off in here. Here's the fuse holder that I'm currently using. So yeah, everything is good and safe in here. And like I said, I've got it all fused off. Things should, if things should go wrong, the fuses will blow. The 24 volt and the 12 volt sides both have fuses on every line that's heading out of this system, just in case. You never know. Especially being the lights I do have under here, they are not waterproofed. So water shouldn't be up top here anyway, but some people would probably say I should have done that just in case, but we've been okay. We've been running for a year now, so everything should be pretty good. We'll see how it goes in the near future, and if I get around to doing the new panel, I'll make sure to record it so you guys can all see how I do it. Remember, I'm no electrician or anything like that, but just from schooling and that, I've done this. So it might be best to have an actual electrician see what you're doing, but I think I've done a pretty good job. So until I get the upgrading this unit, we'll see what else we come up with. So I'll talk to you later. Have a good one, everybody.